I just got one question. Can you take me out this club? These drinks, she's had enough. That was the Smooth Sounds of Club by Bjornick. If you have not heard the song, do yourself a favor. Don't put y'all on game. I played this song before. Start off with a beverage that you guys have hyped up tremendously. It's not very good. An espresso martini. Start off there and then go to club. It makes you feel good. I think everybody should take a listen. Right? Matter of fact, get done with the episode. Get done because you might go into a whole new vibe. And once you start listening to the vibes, go listen to Espresso Martini. Then listen to Club. Then it's another song on Eric Bellinger's new album that you should listen to as well with her on it. And just enjoy the vibe. Just take a vibe. And then she has another song with the Mario you should listen to. Go catch a vibe. I'm telling you, fellas, listen, man. These ladies are out here singing. They saying something. The LMA song, fire. LMA,
Which
to me,
one?
can do no wrong. You know the one that everybody likes, the cooking and cleaning song. The one that everybody, that's a good song. But we went to Little Things. Yeah, I think you need to raise up this and put it on you. See how my
Is
microphone?
it falling again?
No, it's just nobody can hear. There you
want
go.
it. I mean,
It's fine.
you set this up. You supposed to be setting this up.
I did set it up, but I didn't know where you were sitting.
Same place I sit every week.
How, like how high, how low? I don't know, like your height adjustment is what I'm
I went
saying.
to Pilates today, so my posture slouched over.
I'm trying to talk about LMA right now.
Why?
You remember that time we went to the LMA concert?
It wasn't her concert. She opened, but yeah.
For Bruno Mars, right? And she was looking dead at me singing the songs. I promise she was. And I became an LMA fan at that point. And she didn't even do too much. She stood in one spot and sang. But it was beautiful. She can really sing. And I like LMA. Like from that point on, I've been a fan. So LMA, come on. I don't got to say that.
Just looking at you.
Summer Walker. I did let you know what?
Gosh. Okay. Carry on.
Summer Walker. Who you like? You like Coco Jones. We talked about this.
I do like Coco Jones.
Yeah, I'm not I like Coco Jones. I like I like her. She can sing for sure. Her voice is too baritone for me though. Like a little too deep for my liking. That's not saying that she's not a whole vibe because she is.
Tony Braxton's voice was deep.
It's different though. Tony Braxton gave it to you. He wasn't man enough for me. That was fire. You know it was. I go to a Tony Braxton concert right now only if Birdman will be there opening up. But I would like to go to a Tony Braxton concert. I think I'll catch a vibe at Tony Braxton. But I'm sorry, we are a day late and $1 short. Blame your girl right here. This is She and I. I am your host, B-Love. And like always, I have my very special host with me, India Marie and B-Love, the husband and wife duo you didn't know you need. But we're back. And we are in the mother building. Give it up one time, see? So hold up. Sometimes you strike out. Special announcement alert. First of all, go to the YouTube, catch the visual vibes. Y'all keep listening to the audio, and I appreciate the hell out of y'all. But the visual vibes are up there too. And y'all need to go watch the vibes because it takes me a long time to edit this video. Make the color. Subscribe. Watch, like, share, all that. Whatever the YouTubers be saying. But
what?
Sydney's coming back Thursday to record. No.
Nice.
To record an episode or two, I'm gonna blend them in. Thursday, Sid is coming back, and we are going to chop it up about mom of two. She said something to me the other day so funny, and I'm gonna wait till she comes back for us to have this conversation because I sent her the picture yesterday of all the girls that had I'm burying the lead, but it's cool. All the girls, they had the pasties on. And I said, hey,
At the Oscars?
Yeah, right?
Well, I said, what's the theme? Ass and titties?
Yes.
What was the theme this year?
And I sent her a question and she responded
Booties
to the
and
question.
movies. It was all out this year.
She responded to the question, but I'm going to wait and we're going to dive in later on. Now, I want to get straight into it because we got something to talk about real fast and I'm here for a good time and not a long time. Let me hit the button.
During the week, we got deep. Chill. Let's talk on the podcast.
Now, y'all know, in order for her to return to the podcast, this one, not see it can come back whenever. But in order for India to return to the podcast a long time ago, she said, you got to go to therapy. Now, it's funny, and I always said this, and I always thought this, and I brought it up a lot to my therapist and to other people too. Like, I find it very interesting how somebody could tell you so much about yourself and so much that you need to change, and then you need to go to therapy and you need to work on yourself, but you don't know what that person is doing. It's not a shot. I just found it interesting.
You know what?
But you don't know what you're doing to better yourself. But you're making me pay to go work on myself, better myself for you. God knows what she's doing for me. But I digress. I said that to say...
Where are you going with this?
Follow me. I said that to say she thinks that while I'm in therapy that I play. She has in her mind ingrained that when I go to therapy, I just sit back and I chill and me and my therapist just shoot the shit, which is not 100% wrong. However, the last session that I had, we were talking. And, we got to get caught up because I go once a month. So I'm catching up. She's like, what did she do for Valentine's? And I told her. Then I said, you know what, though? I kind of got a little upset with it. Because when I told her what we were doing for Valentine's Day, she looked at me and she said, I just want to be wooed. And I said, it hurt me because I had already planned this date. And I said, you know me, I'm a planner. I said, I planned to go to this restaurant back in January when it first came available to book a reservation, because I know in Nashville, reservations are hard to come by. So I said, I booked this thing in January. And when I told her about it, she said, I guess I just want to be wooed. So at that point, I felt her energy deflate my energy.
Your storytelling be so...
I don't even want to go anymore. But the reason why I told my therapist all this, the reason why I chose this restaurant is because I took her there for her birthday and she didn't catch a vibe. I said, so when we were going back, I needed, because we had the kids. I said, so we were going to go back on Valentine's Day and catch a vibe without the kids. But I said, she did that thing to me and told me she wants to be wooed. And she said, oh, well, I can understand. She therapized me a little bit. And then she said, well, you know what? Have you ever been to... Now, she said, I've never been to that restaurant. The restaurant I'm talking about is the Henry. She said, I've never been to the Henry. I said, well, you should try it. It's fire. And I started talking about this pasta that I had. And she said, let me stop you right there. Because she said, I know you've mentioned that sometimes indecision from your wife gets you nervous. I said, yes, my wife is a very indecisive person. She said, not only do I have the perfect date night for you, I also have the perfect solution to your wife's indecision. And I said, KC, what is this thing you're talking about? And she said, have you ever heard of a restaurant in Nashville called Iggy's? And I said, absolutely not. Immediately, I feverishly Googled. I said, hold on, let me Google it. Boom, came up. She said, yeah. I said, hey, this is 8 to 10 minutes, depending on traffic, away from my house. She said, all right, stop right there. Go look and see if they have a reservation open for Sunday called No Decisions Sunday. Hold up. I went and I said, damn, they only got an 8:45. Should I book it? If you guys have a sitter, because she knows this is the issue, go ahead and book it. Booked it because her mother was in town, my mother-in-law. Booked the restaurant, booked the date night reservation. I said, what is this that I just booked? Because they charged me $20 already. And they said, if I cancel, they'll take my 24 hours after the reservation, or during the reservation line. She said, don't worry about it, you're going. I said, okay, cool, well, tell me a little bit about it. No Decision Sundays at this restaurant. It's basically you go sit and what do they call it? It's not farm to table. What is it called? Where you watch the
Just sit
chef.
at the counter.
You sit at the preparation counter where they prepare the food and you watch them cook and then they bring the food to you and you devour it, right? Boom. That's where we sit. Now, the thing about No Decision Sunday, all you do is you book the reservation, you go sit at the counter and you don't know what they're going to bring out. They just bring you food and a glass and a bottle of wine. You sit back and you chill. You don't need a menu. You don't need anything. All you need is an open mind and an empty belly. Talk about it, B-Love. You know I will.
You've been talking for the full 11 minutes.
Go ahead and say something. Yeah, jump in.
You've been talking nonstop.
The floor is yours.
Anyways, that
I'm
was
pardon.
you're just talking, and not saying full truths. But anyways, so you can't just slide in like my frustrations of Valentine's Day.
Oh,
like,
yes,
you
we
just
passed
glaze
that. You
over
should have
that.
tapped in.
No.
Okay, keep going.
No. Because you got me out here sounding like a bad person, and that was not it. My issue is your lack of creativity these days. Because sometimes I just want a little more thought, a little more effort, and we be going to the same places over and over. Like we have gone to the same restaurant for his birthday every year for like the past 6 years.
But that's what I like.
That's what he likes.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
not what I like. I like to try new things. I like to catch new vibes. And so when he booked it, I was like, okay, cool. But then also sometimes I just want to show up to the date the way I used to do back in the day. So like sometimes I just want to be wanting you to take the wheel, find a babysitter, find out the things, or at least be like, hey, we need a babysitter for XYZ in advance, and then I can try to find it.
I do that all the time.
Because people are like, you can't find a babysitter last minute these days.
Man,
these girls be having lives
booked and busy
and boyfriends and like all kinds of stuff.
That's
So
why you need
I have to plan and prepare. So anyways, that was that. We went to Iggy's.
Iggy's. I said Iggy's.
So we went to Iggy's. It was my type of restaurant. It absolutely was. And because I'm so busy these days and I have to make a lot of decisions these days, I'm just experiencing decision fatigue. So his therapist was spot on.
Shout out to KC. Shout out.
I'm probably so indecisive because I just be sick of making decisions. And so for me to go into a restaurant, I don't have to look at the menu, figure out what type of wine I want, figure out what wine goes with what I'm about to order. Nothing. I just have to show up.
Show up and eat. That's it.
It was beautiful.
Talk
and
about
then
it.
On top of that, when I walked in, they was playing Keep Sweat.
Hey.
It was like one of our favorite songs.
I couldn't believe that
when
nobody
me and Barry first started dating, music is one of the things we bonded over. And we listened to a lot of Keep Sweat back then. So I was like, oh. So I said, we was like, is this the type of music you play all the time? And it was like, well, on Sundays, yes.
On Sundays.
On
Everything happens on a Sunday.
We do old school R&B.
I couldn't believe it.
On Sundays. So we were sitting at the counter
and I was
jamming.
Singing.
I was drinking. And
they played SWV.
So it was like a because it's not a menu, but it's like a prefix meal or whatever. So like you're gonna get whatever they give you.
They'll give you 3 pots, the 2.
You start no. So it comes the price because it'll tell you the price per couple before you book it. Now look at that price.
Make sure,
and make sure that you include the service fees and the taxes that is not included on the listing price.
But they did say it's on the website. Ain't nobody looking at the fine print.
So it's $150 per couple plus. So basically, plan to spend $200 at your dinner.
$196.25 to be exact.
Yeah. So but it comes with the tip and everything. So. Anyways, they start you off with your bottle of wine. They tell you that the wine pairs perfectly with all of the pasta dishes that you're going to eat that night. Then after they bring you the wine, they brought us the salad. The salad was like this sliced apple, toasted almond with some kind of cheese salad.
It don't even matter.
Phenomenal.
Fire.
Phenomenal.
Talk
Tastes like a
about it.
dream come true. Then they brought us this bruschetta, which was not like your traditional bruschetta with like your tomato sauce on top. Instead of that, it was like a caramelized onion
Talk
with
about
some
it.
sort of whipped cheese and sunflower seeds on top. And oh my God, it was a party in my mouth.
That sounds like my type of party.
It was so good.
Yes, Lord.
Then after that, they bring us the first pasta dish. It was good.
Yep.
They brought us the second pasta dish. It was good, but not as good as the first pasta
Oh,
dish.
you're going too fast. That first pasta dish, let me tell y'all a little bit about it before we move on. That first pasta dish, I was a little nervous. Neither one of us like mushrooms. So when they brought it out, it was a rolled lasagna type of deal with a mushroom filling and a brown butter tomato sauce on the top. And I looked at that and I said, man, I think I just wasted my money. Man, I bit that thing and it was, I can't say party in my mouth, but it was amazing. It was fine. But yeah, I ate the whole pinwheel. Yeah. Both of us did.
So then the second dish was like a red tomato sauce, but it had this
It was
like
a vodka
olive
pasta.
oil
Yeah.
cheese center. I don't know. It was good. And then, but the last pasta, oh my God.
That was the one. The first
It
one
was
and the last one.
braised short rib
Can't even say it right.
gnocchi.
Right.
The short rib tastes like Sunday dinner. It just tastes like a crazy pot roast.
Fire.
But with the gnocchi. OMG.
Listen, it did what it needed to do. But we not over. But it's not over.
Dessert, what was it? It was like a
brownie bottom.
It was like a espresso infused ice cream with brownie bottom and caramel sauce and like crust flakes.
I want to go right now. Matter of fact, it's been real. I need to go right now. It's how good it was.
The food was so. I just wanted a different experience from what we always do. That was it.
That's what she need. And I didn't know. I knew that. But see, let me tell y'all something, fellas and ladies and gentlemen. When you set the bar at a certain place when you guys first start dating, you got to try to keep that up. And that's my fault. Everybody tells me that. From everybody that knows me and I complain about India, they tell me that, hey, man, it's your fault. That's Philip's favorite line. You did it to yourself. Like, that's his favorite saying. When we first would date, and I talked about this in therapy, we went to this, I used to just find random dates. Like, one of the most random dates that I found was when we made the pizza. Pizza and painting. I'm not going to call the people because I don't like them anymore, but pizza and painting. We went to this place.
It was a cooking class and a painting class.
And it wasn't expensive back in the day. This was back in the day. And then we just went in there, ate. I'm talking about we used to go to all the wine festivals because I used to book them. Hey, we're going to a wine fest this weekend. I figured you would like, oh my God. But to this weekend, we're going rock climbing. Oh my God. This weekend, we're going tree topping. Oh my God. Now, it's just few and far between. And the main thing is we don't got a babysitter. That's it. And I'm not paying babysitter. We talked about this last episode. $200 to $300 a pop when we go out to eat. The only reason, think about this. This is a perfect example. The only reason why this last date at Iggy's was not $250 was because your mom was here.
Yeah.
I said on average we spend $200 to $300 with a babysitter.
But still, like, with the exception of, because we're going out again this weekend, but this time we're going out with friends. So we had to book a babysitter.
I'm trying to
However, we could also just use our resources because I do have a friend who volunteered to keep the kids like once a month so that we could go out.
Who?
You know who? Who else would volunteer that?
But she's going out with us though.
I said with the exception of this weekend because we're going out together.
Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, for sure.
So I don't really want to hear that.
Right.
That is like a tip that you give like all the time. All the time.
What's that?
Like you got to keep doing.
You got to.
I get them, but you're not. You're not doing it. So what
I'm saying.
it like? You should be on here giving advice.
Ooh, you gotta. I can give the advice, right?
No.
The best
No,
people
not
give
that
the
here.
advice.
Go get it. Go get
Don't
that
use the
advice
advice.
when I'm not on the podcast. See, just give that advice when I can't hear.
Well, Sid is here.
Because he's
Sid be
looking
back
very
tomorrow.
hypocritical.
Thursday, whenever we record the next
Like
episode.
I said, just want more effort. Like,
all right. Now let me
even
ask.
if-
So, okay.
But and then, okay, so that was your date idea. I'll do the next one.
Here we go.
You want to be wooed?
I don't want to be, you know what I want. You ain't got to woo me. I'm a simple man. I don't need much. Why you got to do your face? Undo your face. I'm a simple man. It could all be so simple. Drake told us that a long time ago. Head in a comfortable bed.
That's fine. So then you keep wooing me, and I can drop it off every day of the week.
Girl, yeah,
Woo
right.
me. Woo, woo.
You a
Keep it
damn
woo
lie.
me.
That's what you are. And he says you can drop it off every. If you drop it off every day of the week,
I
I'm
don't
gonna think you got a
wanna drop it
libido
every day.
off infusion. Where'd you get your libido from? The libido transplant.
Like 3 times a week. 3 times a week.
Okay, yeah. As I get older,
So-
that's enough.
You are killing me. Last week you was out here talking about Nookie, and now you
Whoa,
over
Whoopi.
here whooping.
I gotta buy.
Same thing.
I gotta. I forgot I said.
I know you getting close to 40. I need you to pep it up.
No, let me
What
tell y'all
the hell
something.
going on?
No. Let me tell you what I mean by that. I would like it more times than not. Is this one? It's like it's something like a negotiation to butt, right? She has to be in the right mood. She got to be in the right headspace. She can't be too tired. She can be a little tired, not overly tired. If she's overly tired, then she can't do anything. She had to have the right type of day. Her nose can't be stopped up because if it is, her head will be hurt. If she sneezes 2 times before she does it, then that's out the window. Now her sinuses are affecting her libido, so now she can't have sex anyway because she's sneezing, right?
Just lying.
Also, if Pilates ran long that day, she want to get into bed and talk about Pilates and everything that happened in Pilates. And by the time she gets done, well, the puddle is gone, if you get what I'm saying. So all this has to be perfect in order for things to happen. So all I'm saying is, 3 times is great. I would love it 5 maybe. However, the stipulations that come with it, it's just be like, I'm burnt out. But don't even worry about it no more. If I got a man, have all these things.
If you gotta woo me the way that you used to,
if the stars
back in the
have to
day.
align, if the stars need to align in just this perfect
What's
formation.
crazy is like we've gone to marriage conferences. We've like they've talked about this in church. Like you talked about this in men's group. Like you know what to do.
I did it. I do it. I'm him.
Do what?
I am.
You have
the
not.
woo.
You've done nothing except for this weekend, which I appreciate. I did tell you thank you.
That's what I was about to
Multiple
ask. I'm glad we just circle back around. When are you gonna start dating?
times. When
When
you
it-
start dating me again, I'm the woman. Woo me. What am I missing here?
Jesus. So what do I get? I'm the one listening. So let's go back. I knew this was coming. Let's go back to the beginning of the
I told you
episode.
I was gonna plan the next one.
Let's go back
I
to the
said
beginning
that
of the
already.
episode. I'm the
I
person
said that already.
that has to make the change for you to come back, that has to go to therapy, that person that has to woo.
You
the
making that
person
seem
that
like
has to
you
do all
making that
this
seem
stuff.
like it's such a bad thing.
No.
First of all, you acting
I'm
like
asking,
you
what
don't
are you-
need to go.
Don't. I'm asking, what are you doing though? I'm doing all these things. Now you need to start talking to the one man in the mirror because I want to know what
I
are
be
you doing.
talking to the woman in the mirror. God
So
be
what-
convicting me all the time.
So
I'll
what are you
say
doing?
something
Okay.
crazy to you, and then God will tap me on the shoulder like, "Hey, you need to apologize." To
That's
him.
cool,
This-
but I'm asking. Everybody has
well,
to
I
pray.
was going to therapy,
Praying
but
is the bare minimum.
I was going to therapy, but I got to find a new one because we weren't a good fit for each other. So
That-
here's the
that's
thing.
fine.
So I had found this therapist, and when I started, like at my first session, she
Yeah.
let it be known to me that she knew me. So like she had been following me on social media because, I'm all about like, I want a Black therapist. She had been following me on social media. So she knew a lot about me already. And I didn't like that.
Talking about
I
M
don't know
dog.
somebody that I don't know.
Talking about M dog.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I want to go to someone that I don't know. I do not want a therapist that already has like a preconceived notion about me. Absolutely not. I don't want you to know me from a can of paint.
And it's cool.
It's getting harder. It's getting harder.
There she goes. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep flowing. It's getting harder because Pilates. Go. I just said it.
Yeah, because I'm a Pilates girl. But anyway. It's fine. If that's what you want me to do, then I'll do that.
No, I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do. All I'm saying is,
I think everybody needs therapists. Like I would like to be in therapy on an ongoing basis.
all I'm saying is that you should respect the fact that I'm doing all these. I'm taking the step.
But here's the thing. I don't want you to do therapy for me. I want you, yes, I want you to go because I feel like you need to go.
Oh,
but
man.
I want you to go because you see something that you think needs to change. Not only because
Let me get this
I'm
phrase out.
asking you to go.
Let me get this phrase out before you keep cooking. Because I guess you just want to cook. I'm asking you, what are you?
I already said, I'm not finna keep answering that question. I'm finna take you out. I woo you.
No, I don't listen.
Woo.
No. I don't.
Then I will part my legs like the Red Sea.
I don't want to.
I'll let you get all up in it. Because you said all you wanted was sex or a head in a comfortable bed.
It can all be so simple.
Yeah. So like, that's not, like, I could do that. I could do that if that's what you want. But again,
I don't even know what to say. It's like
loving up on me.
Like sympathy. It's like sympathy cooch. Nobody wants that. You know what I mean? The only time you want a good sympathy lay is when it's from your ex-girlfriend a long time ago that y'all broke up and then something happened and then she calls you and she's like, "Hey, I heard about your dog passed away." You're like, "Yeah."
I wouldn't let none of my exes bark up this tree. It was the last tree standing.
You don't know that? You don't know that? If your dog passed away and one of them called you before you were married and they're like, "I heard your dog passed away. I spent a lot of years with the dog. I saw you post it and I just want to come."
They can't even sniff.
I just want to come give you some flowers for your condolences. Fellas, I'm telling you, but it works though. Sympathy, and this is what she's trying to give me now. Some sympathy vagina, because I'll take you out since you said something about it here. Just take it. I'm just gonna lay there like a starfish here.
We're going to move on because he's about to piss me off. Anyways, this weekend,
talk about it.
We celebrated our son's 7th birthday, which is crazy.
Big
then,
7.
Like, our day on Sunday just felt like a celebration of being parents.
Man,
and I will say this. Parenting was a lot easier in the toddler years. So like now he's in grade school and he's in 1st grade. Now I feel like we're doing like the real parenting, like the parenting that's going to make all the difference in their teenage years. And it's a little bit of pressure because you want them to grow up and like make good choices, and you want them to grow up and not be influenced by the things of this world, or these are things that I think about. I don't know what you think about. I
like this episode.
Like, because they're exposed to so much, even like he'll come home and he say something that I know I haven't talked to him about, but he's learned it at school.
Can we talk about that thing that you did at one time last month? Can I talk about that? Did I talk about it already?
What?
I'm gonna say it. Don't ask me what, because I'm comfortable with saying.
You can whisper it.
I don't want to whisper it. It's about what was last month?
Valentine's Day?
What was the last month?
February? Okay,
what was last month? Help me, people. Tell her. Somebody's yelling at the radio right now.
His birthday?
Jesus.
What are you talking about? Oh, Black History Month. Sorry. It was Black History Month. Did we
I don't know. We may have. This kid, I think we did. This kid, we talked about it. Blake told this kid he didn't have to talk to him because it was Black History Month. She sent me a text message. She wanted to get upset.
I don't know that we told the story.
Well, I'm telling it now. Blake told this kid he didn't have to talk to him because it was Black History Month. She sent me the text, "You need to talk to Blake." He just told this kid he didn't have to talk to him because it's Black History Month. I said, cool. He's right. She didn't think that was an appropriate answer, I guess. But I'm like, all right, cool. Like, he don't got to talk to the kid. If the kid is doing things that he doesn't want the kid to do, and it's a white kid, bro, I'm not talking to you. It's Black History Month. Respect that. Cool. That's all I told her. Okay, cool. And then I told my grandma called him, Blake, I love what you said. And she can't argue with my grandma. Turn up.
It's not the fact that he said it was not my irritation. The fact that
who he said it to.
Who he said it's a kid, and we have already had multiple instances with this kid, and the mom keeps pulling me to the side.
Well, she's not the one to pull to the side.
I'm not the one to pull to the side.
And that's what people don't understand. I even told him, I'm going back to therapy, talking a minute. It's not her. Like, people will pull her to the side and then try to talk to her. Her face is going to be just like she looks at me on a regular basis. If you want to pull somebody to the side, pull me. But had that person pulled me to the side and told me that, I wasn't going to be the one to tell that to, though. I'm not the person to tell that type of stuff to. Everything else, like hitting and arguing in class, you probably can tell me that. She's going to get upset with the person that's telling it. If you tell me something about him telling a white boy about Black History Month, cool. What you want him to say? What you want him to apologize? Nah, you show up.
Again, my frustration is because I was like, this lady keeps talking to me about nonsense.
Yeah.
And we had a parent-teacher conference last week. And so I just asked the teacher, I was like, what is his relationship like during the day with this kid? Mm-hmm. Because we keep having instances, and I'm not finding out about them through Blake or through you. So help me understand here why I keep having these conversations. And the teacher has no idea that none of this is even going on.
No, like, she's mind blown that this is happening.
Like, so I said, you know what? Moving forward, just keep them separated. Keep them separated, because I'm like 2 seconds away from like having to go there with this woman. Like, I try to keep it PG. I really do. I try to keep it PG. But again, it's nonsense. The thing is, the kid is a meddler.
That's it. And he's annoying. He's an annoying kid. And Blake's not for the annoyance, right? He has a little sister who annoys him at home. He doesn't want to go to school and be even more annoyed. So
that's
I get
just his personality. Like, the thing is, he's a very bright kid, and he knows that school is for learning. And so he wants to go to school, sit in the classroom, and do the work. Like, he genuinely wants to do the work. So anything outside of that is like a struggle for him. Yeah. Like, even so, like, the school is great, but it's a very diverse school. It is a school that has all different nationalities of people, all different economic backgrounds. So he goes to school with like income families who are up here and also down here. And so, you know, sometimes like kids that come from like lower income families, sometimes they will have behavior issues. And so that is one of the things that has been a struggle for him, because like the acting out, the yelling, the fighting, like that kind of stuff. He's like, because he don't come from that type of environment, he's like, I don't understand why y'all doing this. Like, are we not supposed to be here to read?
Yeah.
And learn?
No, you just facts. It's facts.
So he's like real chill. So anytime he is pulled out of that, like out of his chill demeanor, he like didn't know what to do. And so he's just like, at that moment, I think he is just like, I've had enough. It's Black History Month. Get out my face.
We told that kid, man, Black History Month, cuz. Going on somewhere. And I appreciate him for using that kind of lingo. And then curse him out. He didn't get upset. Hey, man, it's Black History Month. I don't really even got to talk to you for real. And he walked off. And I was like, respect, you know? So then again, he's 7 years old. So we're planning his birthday party. And before we get to the birthday party, I want to go back, fast forward to today. It's Spirit Week at school. And the first day was yesterday. It was like, wear your favorite team. And he wore a LeBron James jersey. Today was your favorite superhero. And I just had some Ninja Turtle paraphernalia. Man, you got to wear his Ninja Turtle shirt. They're not a superhero, bro. They are a superhero. Have you ever seen the damn Ninja Turtle outside before? No. What? Put this on.
And let me save it, people.
That's what I'm saying. And you know what the shirt had on it? Heroes in a half shell. Hey, man, here you go. Tomorrow, all right, here comes the dilemma. And I'm going somewhere with this, so follow me, right? Tomorrow is, what do you want to be when you grow up? When I was in school, Me and my little cousin RB, Ronald, that's his name. My first cousin, we wanted to be garbage men. That's all we wanted to be. We wanted to be garbage men because back home in Mississippi, the garbage men actually hang off the back of the truck. They slow down, they pick up the trash. You've seen them before. And they physically, manual labor, pour the trash into the garbage truck. And then they drive off. The men run behind it, hop back on, and they drive off again. When I was 7 years old, all I wanted to be was a garbage man. That shit looks fun as hell. Like, I can
But
ride
you
on
just
the
get
back
up
of a
on that truck
and you smell it. I'm about to be in the garbage can. It's about to pass out.
Because that's how they used to be. I mean, I've seen that before. Like,
You seen it back
I mean,
then? They still do it. It's 2025 and they still do it. Right. I was 7. That was 19 years ago. That was 7.
Come on, man.
I just told y'all I bust that thing down 5 days a week. You the one got the libido this week. Come on, talk to him, B-Love. Got him. Back to my story. Here we go. So, Blake, I asked him yesterday, and it's not me, and I'm going somewhere. I said, man, what do you want to be when you grow up? I know what he was going to say. I already know. I knew what he was going to say. I want to be a rapper. You know that. Cool. All right. But for school tomorrow, like, you got to tell me what you want to be so you can dress like that. I want to dress like a rapper. Cool. I know what you want to wear. I know what that means. You got to know Blake in Blake language. You got to speak it. All right, man. But you also said you wanted to be a scientist too. So can we wear like a lab coat or something? No, I really want to be a rapper, Dad. All right. So now I got to convince him to be a scientist rapper. How do I do that? Boom. Chat GPT. I chat the GPT. And I said, GPT, you with me. Give me a picture of a scientist rapper so I can show my 7-year-old son, Big B. Boom. Chat GPT whipped me up something. I showed Blake. He was like, nah, that ain't it. Well, I thought it was pretty damn good. I'm going to show you talk real fast. And
I'm just...
talk real fast.
So that was the conversation y'all were having this morning.
So this morning, I'm getting to that. So this morning, Indy saw us talking. Well, hold on, talk. I want to show you.
Because all I heard was a rapper. And I was like, I know good and well he ain't trying to convince him to be no rapper. Absolutely not. Or I heard basketball player and rapper.
Nah, you heard science. You heard me saying science is rapper. It's not bad, right? That's not bad. That's what he wants anyway. So anyway, I'm like, and I thought about it, and I'm like, all right, B-Love, like, you doing too much. What I told him, and I had to talk with myself. What she's referring to was I went and I asked him one more time. I showed him this picture. I said, hey, man, this is a scientist rapper. You sure you don't want to do this tomorrow? And he gave me them. Nah, Dad, I just want to be a rapper like that. So I want to be. All right, man, here comes a hard lesson in life. They want you to be a basketball player or a rapper. When you go to school and I told him straight up, when you go to school and white people see you as a rapper or a basketball player, which the majority of all your friends will probably choose one of those 2 occupations at the age of 7, which is okay. But that's all they expect you to know. They expect you only to know that you can be a basketball player or a rapper. That's what they want you to do. You can have a wicked jump shot, or I forgot the other line. So we going to try to be a scientist. That's what I want you to go to school as, but I know deep down inside you want to be a rapper. That's what I'm saying. You can be a scientist who raps on the side. Let's do that. In the corner. I wonder why you looking so like, I talking about her face was just like a British bulldog. I'm like, why are you looking so upset?
Because
we got it over here.
His head space is even there.
It's okay.
Because again, he is so
I wanted
smart.
to be a garbage man.
I had to convince him to try to do the science club again in school. Like, he's good with numbers. I'm like, can we not aspire to be? First of all, he's 7. Just keep learning.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep learning.
You're going to my best friend in the world was the face of McGraw-Hill. If you know McGraw-Hill, it's the textbook. When you went to the office at our school, they had a big ass poster back there of him on the board doing mathematics. Not because he was a cute kid. He was a cute kid. He's a good looking guy. But it was more because he was actually doing the damn math. What is he doing now? Don't say it, but what is he doing now? He is a prime example of what I'm saying is you are going one path and you just do what you want to do when you get older.
When you get older.
He could do whatever in the world he wants to do because our Brady is smarter than me. He could do whatever he wants to do. But he chose something else, and that's his decision. What I'm saying is 7, it was busting out math problems on the board.
But I mean, he was still busting out math problems all through college. So, like, he didn't make the decision to be something else until after he had already...
He firmly made it in college. I know him. Once again.
But he finished.
With,
no?
Like I said,
he didn't finish?
Yeah, he finished college. He went to
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he finished.
Listen, man.
So...
I say all this to say this. As a kid, I'm talking to my son, and I'm thinking like, hey, I'm telling him the right thing, but he's 7. I mean, give him a break. If he wants to go to school dressed up as a rapper, got it, man.
No.
But I'm also going to give him the talk, like, you can, man, yeah, I know you want to be a rapper, and rap. Like, if you can put words together and string things together, do that. But you can also do this. And I'm fine with that right now. I think that I don't want to project everything on somebody like that at one time because it's too much. That leads me to back. Go ahead.
My brother.
Yeah.
My cousin.
Okay.
My other cousin.
Have
all, like, they said they wanted to be rappers.
Yeah.
From Blake's age.
And that's fine.
And because that was so passionate in them,
it's fine.
You know, the way that they turned out is not the best.
That's fine. But watch
so
this.
Not saying that that's his path. I'm saying that
there you go. Okay.
I'm not putting no focus into him wanting to be a rapper.
Okay.
It's just not.
And just like you got your story about your cousin and your brother, I got my story about my cousin.
Two completely different things. That is two completely different
Tell me why.
things.
Tell me why.
We can talk about that off the podcast.
No,
it's two very completely different things.
My cousin wanted to be an actor and a singer. He ended up doing something else, but he ended up doing something else. Do you know why? And it's a big component. And this is no disrespect to anybody that you just mentioned. The reason why reason why my cousin is in a position that he's in now
because his parents. Because his parents. But yeah, I get what you're saying. However, he's gonna do a lot of things. Like I said, I'm not.
And I'm okay.
And I would like for him to not go to school is the Black stereotype.
Yeah, me too. So that's why he's gonna be a rapper scientist. So I'm gonna figure it out, and we're gonna have a talk. But if his heart desires tomorrow to go to school dressed up in what a rapper would wear, which for me is going to be a t-shirt. He just wants to wear a damn gold chain to school. He wants to wear this big gaudy gold chain. That's what I was about to get to. Brother, you got it. Go be you. And if they ask you what you want to be and you say you want to be a rapper, I'm proud of you anyway. And that's what I want him to feel. Leads me to not the birthday party, but we're going back there in a second. My therapy session this fast. It was a good one. Keep talking about it. Must have been really good. I said, hey, next session, we're going to have to talk about something else. And she said, what do you want to talk about it? And we don't got to talk about this on the podcast right now. We don't got to talk about this off the podcast. I don't want to see it in your face.
What you bringing it up for then?
I just want you to hear it, and we're going to keep going. I said, we need to talk about the underlying issue about our relationship. The only thing I think right now that's keeping us from going to the next level of happiness is we have 2 totally different parenting styles. I said, that's the thing that's going to just interrupt us every time. I said, me and her, so I told my therapist, could be doing great, but she'll do something that I think is XYZ. I'll do something that she thinks is XYZ, and the 2 things just it's a big ass disconnect. She said, you know what I'm going to do? I said, tell me. Her background is in family in kid therapy. That's what her background is. Like, she was a foster therapist. You know, when kids would, that's what it was. She said, you know what I'm gonna do? I said, what you gonna do? So I'm gonna send you the parenting styles, like quiz thing, and you take it and you figure out, that's like the love language. They got love language for parenting styles. So I'm gonna send it to you and you can do it. She haven't sent it to me. I need to follow up with her. I'm going back. I go see her every month. But this was so on my mind. I said, I'm going to see you in 2 weeks. She said, really? I said, I'm going to see you in 2 weeks. She said, well, come on down. I said, you know I will. So in 2 weeks is what we're going to talk about. Now going back to the birthday party. Going back to the birthday party. We had the birthday party at Stars and Strikes. Let me tell y'all something right now. I said this on my Instagram story. We need to figure out how to make birthday parties cheap again.
Not having them in establishments and having them in your house.
I don't know.
That is how you make them cheap again.
But when you have them in your house, now you got to clean up. So I'm trying to figure out how to make a birthday party cheap. Let's go to McDonald's. Let's go to Pizza Hut. Hell, I'd even go to Chuck E. Cheese.
But would you rather just pay the cleaner $150 to come clean the house once the kids leave? Or spend $600 on the birthday party?
At this point, man, let me tell you, I'm at that birthday party. Kids are having a ball. We had the birthday party at the place called Stars and Strikes. This is not an advertisement. Maybe it should have been. I should have promote you. We had it at Stars and Strikes down in Smyrna, Tennessee. The reason why we had it here is because, all right, there you go. She's going to go cut my phone off, my work phone off. The reason why we had it at this place is because Blake wanted to go to laser tag. And I'm like, bet, it's a place to laser tag, but it's the package. You can laser tag, you can arcade, and you can bowl for $30 a kid. All right, now, here we go. A birthday party RSVP, when it's this type of situation, it's kind of like a wedding RSVP. If you do not plan on coming, let me know. The reason why I need to know is because they have a set number. And once you hit that number, you cannot go down. So my number at first, it was 13. We invited a few more people, ended up being 16. We invited a few more people, now we're up to 20. I'm at $20.
And inviting all these people just, it sounds crazy, you know. But the thing is, Blake is at the age where he has friends from different places.
Those are my socks, by the way. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's just all the pink on them.
Love it.
I wasted paint on those socks.
So he has his school friends. He has his basketball teammates. And now he actually has a lot of church friends.
Talk about it.
And so I think we should have kept it at 8. But
you
didn't want to make them choose. But
I ran it up.
But I will say this though. Let me just, I will compliment you.
Good.
This is the first time that I have had zero involvement in his birthday party planning. Like, I will usually pick the venue, do the planning. Like, I have always done the birthday parties. But for the month of February, I was the busiest I've ever been in my business. Blessing, but not a whole lot of involvement in the family stuff, which also kind of like also sucks. But Barrett took the reins.
Talk about it.
And literally the only thing I did was show up with the cake.
I got your shirt.
He did the birthday party theme. He did the invite. To be completely honest, I didn't even know who he had invited.
I made
it
until,
invite. Like, maybe the day before the party.
I was surprised.
I hadn't, because, like I said, I'm just, head is in the clouds right now. So I am thankful, that you are so involved.
Mm-hmm.
And you did not let that fall away or whatever. So
I should have.
I appreciate you, because now, granted, had I been planning a birthday party and I see the price tag of the birthday party, that would not have existed.
Hey, let me tell you, always
it would have been enough for me.
You always forget about gratuity, and you always forget about the service charge until you walk up to that counter. Man, that lady told me the price. I looked there and said, say it again. She's like, it's... I said, wow. Okay. Hey, listen, man. Took me by
So
surprise.
yeah, I didn't see the check. I didn't even know that he had paid for it. So I just showed up. I knew the theme. I got the cake done. Shout out to Homestyle Bakery because they got that cake done in record time.
Yeah.
But we had friends there because, like you said, my mom was in town this weekend, and they was like, "Your mama in town. Y'all going out tonight? I think we gonna go out. We finna take the boys to my mom's house. Y'all want to go out?" Bear said, "No, I'm not going nowhere. We got all these leftover boxes of pizza. We finna eat pizza.
We finna eat pizza."
And I just was not understanding the energy. I was like, "What's going on?" But I knew that he had already planned a date for Sunday. So I was like, maybe he just like, we're not going out 2 nights in a row. So then we was at dinner on Sunday. I said, how much did the birthday party end up being? And he told me that absolutely not.
Blake's
But
my
you're
guy.
a great dad. And I know that like Blake is your biggest joy.
That's my guy.
So
That's my guy. Now listen, my girl is gonna take care of me, and she's a wild piece of work. And like, if anybody were to act like me, it would be her. Like, she's off the chain. So don't get it twisted. It's my guy. Yes, my guy. But yes, we're gonna have to scale back because I can only think about these goddamn. They be having what's some thing called the beauty vans pull up to your crib and the girls do the makeup in the beauty vans.
Oh, yeah. And the tea parties. I will never forget. And this is when I realized like other people had a lot more money than what I had growing up.
I'm going to ask you that.
So,
there was a question that I had.
I went to this girl's birthday party. I will never forget. I believe her name was Malaya.
Shout out to
in
Malaya.
Elementary school. So she has a birthday party and she has a tea party for her birthday. And so we pull up to the house.
Okay.
We're all in our nice dresses. And it's like actual like teacups and kettles, but it's like nice stuff. And there's so many people there. And then after that, we get in a limo. We're in elementary school. Think like 3rd grade. And then we get in a limo and they just drive us around. And we're in the car sipping our tea in a limo. It was crazy.
See, they were doing it big like that.
Yeah.
I told you we was at Pizza Hut.
Because most birthday parties I went to in elementary school were sleepovers, obviously different times. Like if you're a friend that listens to the podcast, Blake ain't going to sleepovers. Like I'm not doing that. But for the most part, it was just all sleepovers.
Yeah.
That was an experience.
Yeah, that was just, I said, and they got the spa buses for the little girls now. But I will say this. Shout out to one of my best guys. Shout out to Juddy and Tisha. They had the VR bus pull up.
They did.
So I know they spent some bread too.
Yeah. The VR bus.
So while I'm saying this, they did the same thing. So it's like now these new age parents, us, we take it too far. What was the most expensive birthday party you remember having?
The one I threw for myself when I became 25.
You didn't throw
I did not have a lot of birthday parties growing up. So honestly, this is like the fact that Blake has had a birthday party every single year of his life is still like kind of shocking to me. Again, that is like some stuff I had to work through because it's like, it wasn't like me being jealous of him, but I'm just like, wow, like he gets so much. Like he is so very well taken care of. And like I was well taken care of, but the amount of things that he gets was just nothing like my childhood. So I only had like a handful of birthday parties. And so I remember one only because I have photos. Like I had a Pizza Hut birthday party.
Turn up.
And then the one that I remember after that, when I was like school age, elementary school, I had a sleepover.
Turn up.
And so like I had friends come over. So I only had one sleepover.
Okay.
Ever. And then when I turned 18,
okay,
that was my first birthday dinner with like all of my friends. And it was like, no, I was in high school.
Oh, 18.
Like I turned 18 my 12th grade year of high school.
My bad.
And
I was 18 in college.
All these people, and it was probably like 16 of us there.
Yeah.
And like that is like the extent of my birthday parties.
I turned 18 in college. That's why I asked her that. Don't think
No, but not a lot of people turn 18 in college.
I know. It's crazy. That's why I want to take some ayahuasca. Because I have a hard time remembering things at a certain age. Like, I'm spotty, right? I remember having a birthday party at the crib, and we rolled go-karts, and the homeboys and the homegirls pulled up. But we never had a pool party, which we should have. I can't remember. Like, we had
too much liability.
My mama always said, yeah, we can't have no pool party. We can't have a pool party. I'm like, you like somebody drinking out here. Niggas is gonna be hitting that Kool-Aid and hitting the water.
But y'all have had a very deep end of y'all's pool.
10 feet. Yeah, this one you had to know how to swim.
I almost drowned as a kid because we was out at my cousin's granddaddy's house and he had a pool, and that pool wasn't a gradual slope. It was
we had a gradual slope.
It was a walk and drop.
No, we had a slope.
I missed the step and went straight to the bottom.
See, we had a slope.
Shout out to my cousin's cousin, because she is the one that saved me. Otherwise, I would not be here today.
But we never had a pool party at the crib.
That is why she didn't let you have no pool party.
But we did have like 2 parties all at the crib. I can remember 2 of them, two parties. And I remember another birthday where I just got my hair braided and went out to eat. And I thought that was the bee's knees for some reason. Had some fresh braids, took a broad out to get some dinner. I said that on purpose, like an Italian. But anyway, good times. Blake is 7 years old. I think we're doing good. I appreciate you for giving me that compliment, you know? So now I don't have to do anything else. Birthday getting is over. I'm cool. This is the problem. See what I'm saying? This is just be happy with what you got. You talked about how much I spent on the birthday party. Let me recoup, okay?
Yeah, that's a good.
Tell the people where they can find you. I'm not even gonna let you do it.
India.Marie.
I'm here for a good time out of
on Instagram.
I'm hungry. Be Love 1911 on all social platforms. Be sure to follow She and I podcast. I need to say this in the beginning and not the end of the pod, because if you made it this far, congratulations. But in the meantime, in between time, you know the vibes. It's been real. It's been fun. I out.